the program that is a call for the times during this 21st century pandemic, seeing breakthrough beyond horizons. This is Two for the Road. Challenges are usually solved and stepped up to as partners know the worth and value of being two for the road. Join the global business and transformation mentor Rolly Pagaspas and the global marketing leader Bingo Matta as they discuss collaborations in the program that pivots on partnerships. This is Two for the Road every Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Philippine time. Only here on V81 Radio Worldwide.
Okay, so magandang hapon, business and SME audience. Welcome to the program that caters to the development of your business life as a partner. So from being an opportunity and a business concept, we shall put that on the next level with people who have the same knowledge, radar, mindset with you, if not supplementary and complementary. This is Rolly Pagaspas, your business and transformation mentor, helping you out here in Two for the Road. Charles, Bingo.
Hi, partner. Good morning. Napaka-exciting ng topic natin for today. But first and foremost, I'd like to say hi to our listeners and viewers. Those watching from California, regards to Randy Vargas, and those who are watching from my company, which is Rexonland, people working at Dual Fuel, and RevitMed. Thank you for watching the show. Rolly, very exciting yung topic natin mamaya kasi we'll be talking about real estate, and a lot of people are really, they know what real estate is but hindi nila alam na marami palang pasikot-sikot sa real estate. Ang ganda ng topic.
Sometimes, or most of the time, the name delves in the value of the company. Di ba?
Yes.
So, halimbawa, pag sinabing Future Homes, you want to touch base with your customers who now dreams big about their future, having a big home or the biggest dream of their life, which is a home.
Yes. Something that we can look forward to.
Yeah. So ngayon, isa naman ang ating magiging guest ngayong hapon na to entails that kind of a marketing experience or tool, no? So sa kanya, best-selling homes, no? So mamaya malalaman natin kung bakit niya pinili yung pangalan na yon at bakit siya nagkaroon ng isang klaseng partnership with a particular man who's quite formidable in the industry. Okay, so ngayon,
best-selling homes. Ganda.
Ayan. Siyempre, ang isa sa mga klase ng partnership natin is a marketing partnership na lagi naman, lalo ngayon, sinasabi natin when the traditional meets the digital, di ba?
Yes. It's a good combination.
Yes, okay. So ngayon, ang lahat ng yan ay inyong matutunghayan dito sa aming episode number 4. So I think introduce natin ang ating mga guests ngayong hapon na to. Bingo?
Okay. I'm proud to introduce two of our guests for today, Rolly, because they are known in the industry, the same industry that I fell in love with, which is real estate. First, I'd like to introduce Richard Chavez. He's called commonly by friends as Ray. He's a graduate of St. Louis University with a degree in electronics engineering. He has 9 years experience in electronics as an electronics engineer, 10 years in real estate as a broker, and he's currently the head of BSHOMES. Currently, BSHOMES was able to sell 7,000 homes for the past years. Imagine, Rolly, ang dami na nabenta, 7,000 homes. And out of these 7,000 homes, 90% of which are from digital marketing or by using the internet. So hindi siya traditional selling na nagbo-boot manning ka, hindi nag door to door ka, but they're more into digital marketing. Again, I'm proud to introduce Ray Chavez of BSHOMES. Hi, Ray.
Hi.
Hello, Ray.
Great morning, mga sir. Sir Bingo, Sir Rolly. This is a privilege. Thank you for yung bago nyong episodes from Two for the Road. Congratulations. And of course, the 81. And sa ating hi to our MSMEs na nakikinig today.
Yeah. Okay, welcome to the program, Ray.
Yes,
and let's introduce our next guest also.
Yes, our next guest also, ayaw niya patatawag na Pilar kasi baka daw mabisto yung edad. Our next guest is Mr. June Garing. June Garing is the head or the founder of June Garing School of Professional Selling. Dito magkakabistuhan ng edad, no? Yes, meron siyang 35 years of experience in sales training. So imagine nyo na lang. Pero bata pa naman si Mr. June. He's also one of the 5 pillars ng FIABC. This is a real estate organization that is active in the Philippines and worldwide. He's been a 2-year training partner of BSHOMES. So his training school partnered with BSHOMES. Also, he's conducting a professional sales training for Grandland, Cebu, and Davao. So pupunta rin siya doon, which is a member of the Gaisano group of companies. Sa Cebu, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao, kilalang-kilala ang Gaisano group of companies. Anyway, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Mr. June Garing. Hi, Sir June.
So,
good morning.
Thank you, Bingo. Thank you, Rolly. So,
Hello.
yes, congratulations sa partnership.
Yeah. Okay. Pero bago natin kayo i-grill, let's have our segment intro so that people will know why we are here for this segment. Tech, please.
Companies need collaborators as suppliers, dealers, distributors, value-added agencies, and solutions providers. Together, they find the answers to the many business challenges. Let us meet them here at Partnership Feature of the Week.
Okay, so kayo ngayon ang aming Partners Feature of the Week. Okay. Pero bago natin magsimula agad ng ating Q&A, pakita muna natin ang kumpanya na pinagsamahan ni June Garing at ni Ray Chavez. Let's watch this.
Panibagong pag-asa, magtulungan tayo, tsaka angat tayo. Ito ang bagong simula, kaya tara na. Let's go! Best-selling homes, a new beginning. Yeah. Best-selling homes, a new beginning. Yeah, yeah. I'm feeling alright sa BSH. Starting it right, BSH. I'm feeling alright sa BSH. Starting it right, BSH.
Alright. So, wow, talaga namang naka-feature ang inyong partnership sa video, corporate video ng BS Homes Realty. Okay. Tanong muna natin, Bingo, kung paano ba kayo nagkitang dalawa? What's your tipping point? Because everything happens for a reason, but it begins with a tipping point. So saan at paano kayo nagkita? I think we shall call on Ray.
King Ray muna, King. Kasi Ray, King.
Ray,
King Ray muna. Sige, Ray, King. Ray.
Yes, sir. Kasi as a broker, I tend to renew my license every so often. And having said that, I met si Sir Jun sa De La Salle, doon sa Creba, no? So I was kasi attracted dahil yung program ng Creba, iba-iba, may marketing, may selling, may finance. And yon, and with that doon sa selling, although seller na tayo, nakita ko tong mama na to. And afterwards, may libro, meron pa siyang minamarket na libro. Kasama pala yun sa kanyang enter program na holistically. And having said that, yun, later kasi i-introduce natin siya. Ayoko namang i-preempt. And with that, yung bonus na lang ang sasabihin ko. Bonus pa, kababayan ko. And nung nalaman ko na kababayan ko, plus yung aking love na real estate na I still consider myself na kumbaga bagito dun sa industry na to. And yung mama na to talaga namang kumbaga nandun na, been there, done that, hindi lang as a trainer, practitioner. Kasi mahirap naman yan, dami nagche-training na feeling marunong. Pero this guy has been there, done that. Hindi lang yon. Yung network niya, eventually nakilala ko na siya, it's either merong billion, so na-meet ko na yung may billion na yon Pangalawa, nagbebenta ng bilyon. So ito na yung mga, and ito yung mga estudyante niya na na-train niya na dati. Kaya yun, nung nalaman ko yun, napabless ka agad ako. And tanongin niyo siya, siguro mga 3 times lang niya ako inalaw, I really got his hand, nag-bless ako, mano po. And talagang ganun po ako tumingin sa mga would-be mentors. Later na lang nag-progress, hindi ko alam magiging partner pa lang kami. Siguro siya na yung magsasabi ng part na yun.
Okay. Dali, isang follow-through question, Bingo, para kay June. Ngayon, yung mga tulad ni Ray, I'm sure that you got in touch with a lot of them, met them, because you're conducting training. Ano ang criteria mo na para i-accommodate mo ang isang inquiry from a possible partner?
Okay, so talagang history ha. 36 years.
Ano meron si Ray? Bakit mo siya pinayagan?
Sige.
Dahil ba nagmano?
Kasi talagang pag nakita mo si Ray, unassuming yan eh. Talagang pag nakita mo, pero kung tumingin nga, sabi ko nga, parang X-ray. So talagang i-scan ka mabuti yan. Talagang seeing through yan. But immediately, para bang yung kantang the first time ever I saw your face. Di ba? So, nung nalaman ko, unang-una, nakapasa sa criteria ko. Yung inuunahan ko agad na pag nagtatanong, sabihin mo agad na tayo ay mamahalin. Ay hindi nag-aalma. Diba? So sabi ko, number 1, qualified agad. Kasi mag-i-invest eh. Kasi training is really a major investment sa tao at saka sa future ng organization. Yes. Tapos, yun nga, common ground, mangyan din, may buntot sa harapan. Diba? So may common grounds kami as far as from where we are. Plus, nag-jive din yung aming mission vision. Kasi noong 1984, when I was the training partner of Phil Estate, diba? Diyan nagsimula ang career ko sa Tom Hopkins eh. Nung for 20 years, in-implement ko yung Tom Hopkins program. So parang it's a renewal, diba? It's a rebirth, na meron na naman akong aalagaan, magiging kapartner, na talagang ang mangyayari gano'n din, di ba? How Phil Estate conquered for the almost 20 years yung subdivision development, di ba? So basically gano'n. Tapos yun nga, with my objective to train 1 million Filipino sales champion that will sell the best Philippine products and services to the world, akala ko quota na ako 100,000 eh. Yung pala, times 10 because digital times 10. So 1 million na ngayon ang quota ko. Hindi pa pala ako magpapahinga. I need 900,000 more. With technology, it's possible.
Alam mo ba? Yes.
Yes, basically yun ang naka-attract sa amin. That's why, especially yung pangalan niya, as I've told you before, na BSHOMES. Sabi ko, okay ito ha. Pag tinrain ko ito, dalawa lang mangyayari. Either you are a bullshit or a best salesperson. Tapos nung nag-open ako ng course sa kanya, BSRE, Bachelor of Science in Real Estate, kasi BSHOMES. Sabi ko, eksakto. So maraming mga, siguro hindi yan coincidence, talagang may purpose bakit kami pinagbuklod o iginuhit ng tadhana. So meron pang malaking purpose na gagawin.
Ang ganda rin nagsimula nila partner, di ba? Dahil may nakita ni Ray na si Mr. Garing o si June is kilala na sa industry. Wala na siyang kailangan patunayan pagdating sa experience niya, sa background niya. Nakita niya, itong taon to na kababayan niya, madali na makaka-jive, madali na makakasundo dahil kababayan niya, tapos nandun yung respeto niya sa tao. Importante yung pag makikipag-partner ka sa isang tao, dapat may respeto ka dun sa tao na yan. At the same time, si June naman, nakita niya kay Ray, is more into the digital selling, while ang alam lang noon ni June is more into the traditional selling. Nakita niya yung potential na maganda pala magtulungan yung knowledge niya, may impart niya yung knowledge din ni Ray, may impart niya rin kay June. So nagsimula yung tipping point nila. They're more of iniisip nila, meron ako mai-impart pag nakipag-partner ako dito. It's not about ano yung makukuha ko kapag nakipag-partner ako dito. Naisip nila parehas, meron ako mai-contribute. So sila sa isa't isa, may nakita sila, parehas silang meron pwede i-contribute. Doon nagsimula yung partnership nila.
Pero we shall ask Ray kasi I think there should be a need in the company on why you are looking on for a partner, di ba? So, can we ask Ray kung ano ba yung unang kailangan ng iyong kumpanya kung bakit na-attract ka kay June Garing aside sa maganda ang buhok niya kasi silver na ngayon?
Yes, sir. Kasi sabi ko nga, meron kaming need, tama kayo, sir. Kasi we're claiming that we're a recruitment and training company na supposedly reputable, no? In spite nung aming sales performance. Pero nung ini-evaluate na namin as management, so ano ba yung direction natin? Is still recruitment and training, no? Kasi sabi nga nung partner natin, 'di ba? Recruitment is duplication, training is multiplication. And until I actually do it with my partner si Sir John, doon ko lang talaga na nalaman, pero alam ko na may need. So bakit siya yung napili natin? Kasi kami internally nag-try kami mag-build ng content, saka kumuha ng trainer pero hindi naman talaga bihasa sa real estate. So I just noticed pati yung content namin, pati yung trainer parehong half-baked, kung hindi man half-hearted. So what we saw kay Sir John, dalawa. Credible siya as a trainer, certified, over, ngayon nga, 150,000 na pre-empo ba, Sir John? And bukod sa credible siya as a trainer, pangalawa, yung meron siyang content. So which is hindi basta-basta matatapatan kasi yung partner niya for building the content, si Dr. Hocano, the anthropology lang naman nung panahon ni Ferdinand Marcos, ex-president.
Panahon namin niya.
Okay, di ba? So you know him better, you know his speeches better, you know how he knew how the Filipinos think and thought of themselves and how we can communicate to them. Yun ho yung technology na meron si Sir Jun yung kanyang content. Kaya nung nalaman namin yun, this is very unique. And yung principles naman ng selling, irrefutable. Parang yung leadership ni Maxwell, di ba? It stands the test of time. Sabi nga niya ni Sir John, I just need new set of audiences, but the principles remain the same. Plus digital na nga lang at this time. Yun, Sir Ronnie.
Yung content niya, Partner Rolly, sinasabi ni Ray, very relevant dun sa real estate industry because they tried to hire some trainers, pero ang problema, hindi gano'ng relevant sa industry, kulang, hilaw. By partnering with June, nakita nila yung missing link na yon na kay June pala. And that missing link, mapupunuan ni June.
Okay, I think that is one for the fact na for a real estate, in the real estate industry, lalo in the real estate industry that represents a marketing company, kailangan talaga ang training, no? Intrinsic talaga yan because sabi nila yata duplication to multiplication and then hindi from that you can never count already because digital na, you'll never know where they're coming from and that spells the magic in your company. Okay, pero ngayon gusto namin kayong tanungin the dynamics within your organization. So ngayon, how do you embrace now opportunities with now a formidable training figure, content, and is now present in your company, Ray?
Yes, sir. So dahil we have a credible training partner, and during the ECQ, kaya nga sabi ko, although sales was 90% down, yung April and May, grabe talaga. Ang ginawa namin, we had yung training the trainer session with Sir John. So kahit yung trainers namin, hindi pwedeng isa na lang eh. Kailangan the whole department na ng business development group yung tawag namin, yun yung umaattend sa aming recruits, no? Kailangan mag-step up na din. So that's one, we trained ourselves, including myself. Hindi po ako trainer myself, talaga namang, with this partnership lang, yun yung ginawa namin. And pangalawa, dahil, we train the trainers, pangalawa, we build content. So now, of course, yung kay Sir June, plus meron kaming na-construct na journey. Ito na yung sinasabi namin na 3M's saka 4E's. The 3M's, kasi once you started with us, normally pag real estate company, product knowledge na, and then that's it. Bibigyan ka na ng tripping van. So sa amin meron journey. Later, i-explain ko dun sa slides. Pero just to cut it short, it's motivation initially, and then methodology, and then the third one is momentum, where we apply. And then the fourth is, it starts with engagement. Diba? Pare, ito yung opportunity. And then we establish the fundamentals of retail selling. The profession called selling, part nun yung CAPS, yung career orientation on professional selling na ginagawa namin ni Sir, yung na-set up namin during ECQ. And then we equip. Ito na yung full version, the Filipino Art of Breakthrough Selling. Kumbaga, nakabenta na yan ng at least 4. Teka, mukhang for staying na to. Pwede na kami mag-invest ulit. And then the fourth E is the empowering. So later, gusto na rin nilang mag-organize. Kaya nga yung real estate for BSHOMES, hindi siya ahente real estate. Ito yung negosyo real estate. Kaya negosyente po yung tawag namin. Kasi we can organize for long term. Kasi yun yung nalaman namin. When you organize pala, then the company or the business becomes stable. So later may sasabihin pa ako regarding organization doon sa slides. So yun po.
Pagdating naman kay June, siyempre pag tinatanong namin si Ray, panay opportunity yan, owner yan. Ngayon, paano naman yung mga threat, June? I'm sure na pag nagtitrain kang ganyan, makikita mo sino ang bad kamatis dyan, bad tomato dyan. How do you now conquer these threats? No? Yung mga parang hindi naman seryoso, etc. Ayan. So how do you now conquer that? What do you tell Ray na kailangan para maging formidable pa ang inyong training program?
Okay, alam naman natin na, diba, we always start with quantity and then quality. So, ang talagang analogy ko dyan, yung parable of the farmer, yung sower, diba? Every time you conduct training, there are 4 types of participants. Yung, diba, yung una, sabi nga natin, ito yung hardened heart. Talagang alam ko na yan, narinig ko na yan. Yung pangalawa naman, itong mga rocky heart. Diba? Gustong-gusto, excited. Nung nagkaroon ng napakaraming problema, surrender agad. Yun naman pangatlo, super excited. Kaya lang, maraming makamundong pagnanasa. Nakalimutan yung talagang focus sa real estate selling, marketing, at saka building your organization. So, ang tawag doon, thorny heart. Kaya ang hinahanap natin, yung good soil, yung fruitful heart. So, merong paglalagyan lahat yung mga yan eh. Sabi ko nga, 4 na klase yung grupo ng ahente. Ito yung mga the champion, the 2 to 5%, and then the next 10 to 15%, these are the challenger. At saka ito yung pasulput-supot ng benta pa isa-isa, munson, the 60%, the common, diba, the common contributor, and the never mind, the last 20%, the chronic complainer. Complain, wala naman benta. Ito yung delikado, kaya talagang excommunicated agad yung mga ganyan. Bad virus yan. Ito yung mga member ng NATO. No action, talk only.
NATO.
Kaya, NATO yung mga yan. So basically, ganon. Na-implement ko yung mga concept na in reality, as an observer participant, nakikita ko yung growth ng mga tao kasi na-monitor namin almost 2 years na kami. So I can determine what separates the average, the good, and the great ones. And the common characteristics that makes them uncommon. So palagi isang malaking test tube, yung grupo ni BSHOMES, di ba?
Alright.
Kasi nakakontrol namin, namomonitor namin. So ang ganda, it's curriculum-based. So it's a beautiful partnership. Talagang, di ba, nabubuhay na talaga yung School of Professional Selling because of BSHOMES.
Nakikita ka agad ni June, no? Partner Roddy, na kasi sanay na sanay siya sa training. Imagine, 35 years of experience. So, for this 35 years, unang tingin pa lang namin sa participant, kahit di pa nagsasalita, more likely, nasa psyche na niya ano yung personality or character ng tao. Especially pag nagkaroon ng participative engagement doon sa training session. Since June, for the past 35 years, mas nasanay ka sa traditional way of training. Ngayon, napunta na tayo sa digital age. With this disruption that happened, nagkaroon ng pandemic, hindi mo na pwede yung mass gathering. Anong nag-epekto sa'yo ng disruption na to? Nakaganda ba? Napasama ba yung nangyari? Ano nag-epekto nito sa partnership mo sa BSHOMES, yung pagdating to sa training part?
Okay. So, first, let me acknowledge the 2 sources of my information. Ito talaga, si Tom Hopkins, ito yung #1 real estate trainer sa Amerika, na kinuha ko yung franchise. 1984 yon. And then, na-met ko
Kinagalog
naman
na
si,
yan.
Oo, na-met ko si Dr. Hocano. Sabi ko, what a combination. The best of Western technology, logic-based, and the
Yeah.
best of behavioral, si Dr. Hocano. So, basically, for the past, sabihin natin, 1960s to 20s, no? Early 20s. Talagang traditional selling ako from numbers game, relationship selling, solution selling, team selling, and then breakthrough, which is the combination of the best. Now, what is next after breakthrough? So whether we like it or not, in the words of RJ Ledesma, I am on transition to digital transformation. So eksakto nag-match from my behavior-based logical approach, structural approach, di ba? And then scientific and behavioral fused. Para bang mga Japanese, do not invent the wheels are already invented. Get their technology, rework it, di ba? And then tatakan mo ng Hitachi, anything Hitachi's, they Japanized. So ganun din ang ginawa namin, we Hokanized the program. And with the technology, it's just changing the terminology. Hindi na dating face-to-face, talagang matuto ka na sa machine-to-machine. Pero pareho pa rin ang, hindi nagbabago ang shared values. Di ba?
Yes.
Di ba? Sabi niyo nga, any set of beliefs and values, dire-diretso yan. Hindi
Yeah,
magbabago yan.
I agree.
Yan.
Ang
Basically,
naka-adapt ka agad si June no? Doon sa change na yun yung sa digital way of training the people. And just like what Ray has said earlier, dumadami kasi yung network nila and napaka-importante yung training side. And hindi lang siya yung katulad ng usual na PKS o yung tinatawag na Product Knowledge Seminar na after mo ma-orient yung seller, sige na, ito na yung van, puntahan mo na yung project. Then bahala ka na kung paano bibenta. Pero may mga ladderized program silang ginawa. May ginawa ang BS, may ginawa si June. Nag-partner sila. Paano pa natin mapapaganda yung training natin dun sa mga sellers natin, potential sellers. At the same time, Partner Rolly, meron din silang program for their trainers. So, talagang ini-impart ng gusto ni June yung lahat ng knowledge na naipon plus yung bago niya natutunan with the digital age doon sa mga in-house trainers ng BSHOMES. Ang ganda ang ganda nung partnership Ray, yung sa partnership nyo, paano nyo pinag-uusapan? Kasi syempre sa partnership, hindi siya nawawala yung money matters Minsan, pagdating sa money matters, nagiging delicate topic yan or kailangan na pag-uusapan. So how do you handle? How do June and you handle the situation pagdating sa money matters?
So, real estate is always full disclosure, di ba? Tapatan. So, dapat talaga merong formal agreement, what can we deliver and up to what extent. So, the way I sold the franchise nga, sabi ko nga, Ray, sa laki na ng ginagastos mo, you're paying me 55,000 per day, 100,000 for 2 days. Alam mo, nabayad mong yan, pwede ka lang bumili ng franchise na I can establish within your organization. Kasi equivalent lang yan sa 5 in-house That's already 500,000. Tapos meron ka pang material, meron ka pang trainers training na I can transfer the technology. You can save that. At saka ako, matanda na ako. I need somebody who will duplicate and multiply later on. So, I need people na talagang believe kay Tom Hopkins, believe kay Dr. Hocano. Kasi kung hindi ko bibenta yung training program ko doon sa mga gagamitin for manipulation plan, not real marketing plan. Very important yung value-based principle-centered. So, basically, ganun ang partnership namin nakita. So, tatlo lang naman ang pag-aawayan, just like marriage, no? Yung financial, so clear. Ito yung professional fee. Pagka outside doon sa contract, ito yung bayad. Ito yung mga trainer's fee. Pagka kumukuha tayo, pag nagtatawa na sa mukha ko, ito yung kanilang basic facilitator fee. Anyways, that is not their program. We have our own program. Ifa-facilitate lang namin based on the standard para ma-certified ko talaga sila na authorized sila mag-implement ng aming program. And of course, communication, nagkakaproblema yan sa simula. Kasi nga ako medyo nagmamadali ako, impatient So kung minsan, nakikita ko na yung dapat gawin, si Ray, long-term vision yan Ako mercenary 6 months to 2 years lang ako bawat organization para marami akong matulungan. Hindi ako nagtatayap ng matagal So I will know whether this company can do it by themselves. Jobless ako after 6 months, after 2 years. And then I proceed to another. Parang ako catalyst lang para mas marami akong matulungan. So yun, very
Well,
important. Yung financial, tapatan, yung communication, kailangan magsalitaan. And then third, yung intimacy, yung friendship, dapat
ah,
may pinagsamahan, di ba? Basically, yun pa rin ang dapat gawin for a long-term, mutually rewarding business relationship.
okay. Sabi nga nila, bawat isang relasyon will always undergo 3 phases. No? One is the forming. Magpo-form kayo, so yan mga agreements, and then you've got to be very specific, and then you've got to see the response, whether positive, and then swak, and syempre there has to be an exact fit. Pangalawa will be the storming. Kasi lahat ng tie-ups nyo, mamatitest sa panahon, no? In the different activities and engagement. Pero pagkatapos yung ma-resolve yun, will always be the forming. The norming. So it's forming, storming, and norming. So I suppose you're already in the norming phase, no? And then because pag hindi kayo magno-norming, you will not achieve the goals as per your objectives. Pero ang gusto namin sabihin, ang gusto namin maibihatid ngayon sa ating mga audience is, ano na ba ang bagong BS Homes after the partnership? Can we give the mic to Ray so that he can now present what is BS Homes Realty with the partnership with June Garing?
Right, sir. Now, dahil ang season natin ngayon, GCQ. So galing tayo sa ACQ na 90% down yung sales. And before that pre-ACQ, we're in kumbaga expansion kami this year kasi from the in-house sellers the past 4 years, binalik namin yung freelancers. So supposedly expansion. So we're looking forward to more new sellers dahil nga with the partnership, we're now confident to engage more people kasi meron kaming trainer, meron kaming content, and we're training ourselves to be seller. So happily and proudly, yung partnership namin in almost 2 years, dito nag-culminate actually sa ECQ kasi we had time to perfect, hindi naman perfect, to complete at least yung aming content. And with the content, we have actually run 6 successful online career orientations on professional selling na. Sige, siguro maganda i-continue ko while presenting the slides.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, sir. Okay. Of course, we are Best Selling Homes Realty Corporation where you own a home, earn another. And thank you for the invitation again sa ating episode for 2 for the Road to para makapag-share kami about our partnership. Sa BS Homes, either you own a home and eventually you earn another. Kasi dalawa yung entry mo when you go to us. Isa, home buyer ka. So parang ako din, kami ni Mrs. 10 years ago, we were home buyers. And then we, eventually, dahil we look to real estate as our investment as well, so every year we are, by God's grace, we are earning another home. And yun din po yung vision namin for our sellers. And secondly, pumapasok ka sa amin na hindi ka naman bumili ng bahay, pero na-encounter mo, na-engage ka nung isang sales manager namin or yung isang business development officer namin. So in that case, dito ka na makakabili ng bahay mo. Meron kaming several na 25 years old, nakabili na ng bahay nila. And lo and behold, dahil we always talk about this earning another, hindi naman dahil ang yabang mo lang, kaya mong bumili ng pangalawang bahay. Pero, ipaparenta mo na kasi yung isa, and then you can upgrade. And then you can do that every year. Kasi down payment lang, nauupahan, pay for itself. Right? Next page, please. Our long definition, we are a real estate marketing company. Hindi po kami developer. We specialize in recruiting and training. Would be professional salespersons. Bakit would be? Hindi pa ho sila salesperson. 90% ng aming invites, hindi pa sila ahente. And yun talaga yung aming target para kumbaga fresh na fresh, hindi pa nagninegosyo. Ang sarap po nung feeling na matulungan sila. To help, paano? Eventually, we will help the Filipino first-time home buyers and upgraders naman yung pangalawa, secondary market, by their abot-kaya homes. Saan? Doon lang sa outskirt ng Manila, where the travel time is between 1 to 1.5 hours lang. At actually, it can be shorter. depende sa driving skill, saka depende sa oras. And we call ourselves negosyente. Ito yung ahente na nagninegosyo dahil yun nga we organize eventually, di ba? We look at opportunities, we adapt to trends like this season. Next po. And yung aming partnership, so dito talaga, so yung audience ni Sir June na 150,000 na, yung target na 1 million, dito yung unang entry nila. This is CAPS, no? Ang ganda ng pangalan, na-coin ito with our partnership. No? It's called the Career Orientation on Professional Selling. Intentionally, tinanggal namin yung real estate selling. Bakit? Yun namang selling is really a generic thing. Pwede rin umattend yung nagbebenta ng kahit anong product. Kasi mostly, hindi nila alam yung opportunity behind the profession. Saka profession, you can really be a real estate professional. I mean, ahente, so parang ang baba nung tingin, pero we're here to uplift really yung larangan ng taga-ahente. And police baka mo, pwede kasi pinupulis namin yung mga colorum kasi we're compliant. Isa ho sa values natin we comply with the government. And pangalawa, tinitrain namin yung mga untrained kasi ang dami doon na, benta ka accredit and then PKS and then tapos na. Next po. So that's CAPS, forged sa aming partnership. This is our general audience. Papasok ka sa amin, isa ka sa 5 na to. Is either young generation ka, 25 years old and below, either estudyante ka pa ba, or nagwo-work ka na pero feeling mo parang hindi ka pa para doon. Or wala ka pang work for the longest time, di ba? Ikaw yan, young generation. And yung aming business development officer na focusing on the young generation is really still 25 years old. Kaya binabagay din namin kung sino yung audience. Yung number 2 is wannabe entrepreneurs. Ito yung may work yung spouse, pero yung spouse nasa bahay, lagi naka-online. Minsan, OFW or seafarer yung asawa niyan, gusto naman niya kumita. Pero walang kapital, walang oras. Nasa bahay lang. So sila yon. Pangatlo, career shifters. Mayroon na yung career. Pero parang nasisikapan doon sa 4 walls ng opisina, gustong ma-explore yung labas. Ano ba yung meron dyan? So pwede ka magsimula sa amin as part-time. Number 4, salesperson na. Pwedeng sapatos, pwedeng pagkain, pwedeng jewelry, pero hindi real estate. What I learned, di ba, na-emphasize sa amin training, to earn millions, sell millions. Parang ang simple. Palitan mo lang or dagdagan mo lang yung product mo. And lo and behold, yung nagbenta sa amin ng 2 months consecutive na, over 4 units per month, no? Agent na siya pero hindi real estate. Nakabenta after 11 days lang ng attending ng aming program, and naka-8 na siya to 10 units in just less than 2 months. So yun yung perfect example. And number 5, yung salesperson, real estate na. Kumbaga, lost pa rin sila, walang training. Next page po. Yan, 3 ang reason. On our seminar, we basically tell them, bakit ka ba magjo-join sa amin? Next page. So in summary, 3 lang talaga kasi kung bakit ka magjo-join sa amin. Kasi meron kaming credibility. So kanina sa introduction, we already have served 7,000 happy home buyers, no? Shall we believe, ano? And 90% of which are coming from the internet. May credibility kami sa internet. That implies sustainability. Kasi kung naubos na yung KKK mo, which I did 10 years ago, mga ka-opisina ko, in 1 month, I sold 4. Kaya lang, hindi pa ako nag-seminar. And I attended the seminar. 2 tao nagbebenta ng 10,000 a month. Kasi 5th month na of the fiscal year that time, ang score nila, about 50 million each. Sabi ko, paano nila ginawa? Eh, nung first day, hindi sinabi yung sekreto. Napa-absent na naman ako doon the second day. Then nakita ko, nasa internet pala sila. Ganon, nasa sulit.com pala sila. May website pala sa etc. And pangalawa, of course, we do have the organization. Ang hirap kasi ang normal brokerage, nagsisimula naman talaga sa isa, wala namang problema doon. Pero we have reached a level, intentionally, na we should organize. Hindi lang yung agent, yung lumalaki, pati yung staff organization. Proudly, we do have a supervisor manager na sa 4 departments, sa HR, sa marketing, sa customer service, and sa accounting and finance. And with that, 19 employees yung nagsaserve. So, nag-seminar ka rin. Mag-join kami sa'yo tapos hindi ka makasagot. So yun po, kailangan natin ng backroom. And in-extend pa namin dahil mamahalin nga si Sir John. So ginawa namin siyang training partner. Hindi namin siya kayang pasweldohin on a monthly basis kasi nga sobrang mahal niya. So hindi lang yun, na-extend pa with the network ni June Garing School of Professional Selling. Kaya yun yung aming benefits. No? And di ba, to emphasize yung organization, bakit kami nag-organize? Kasi alone, fast. Kasi ako, marunong na ako. Alam ko na yung project, alam ko yung financing, alam ko yung kalsada. I sell fast. Kaya lang, to sell faster, you need a partner. Si Mrs. nag-join na after a year. Kasi nainggit sa lifestyle ko. So we were selling faster. Kaya lang, ang sabi nga, di ba, with an organization, you sell with destiny. So ang invitation namin, ang invite namin sa iba is sell with us. Let's go together, no? Destiny. Let's do destiny together. And last but not least is resources. We do have an office na accessible sa MOA. Malapit lang kami sa City of Dreams. And pangalawa, on the next slide, yan. Ito yung aming resource na, kumbaga, pinagmamalaki with our partnership. During the ACQ, hindi kami nag-shutdown. We, hinaf lang namin half-day work from April to May. Well, even up to now, as we speak, pero nung talagang walang selling, walang gagawin ng employees. So, we were able to come up with the 3 M's and the 4 E's. The 3 M's, we called it the journey of a best-selling professional salesperson. Pag pumasok ka na sa amin, anong sunod? Ito na yon. So first, we motivate you, and then we give you the methods to succeed, and then we apply. That's momentum. Under motivation, we engage you, we call you, tell you about the opportunities, and establish. Ito na yung CAPS. Then we go to the site. We have our own PKS version, the preparatory course for real estate salespersons. Wherein, ang nagpe-present dito yung mancom namin mismo. The accounting, the marketing, the HR, and the customer service group. The monthly sales meeting, and ito yung goals. Ito na yung digital marketing. Generation of organic leads to drive sales. And then we equip you, the full version, we empower you. We talk about finance, we talk about our strengths, using Strengths Finder, and we learn balance through the life. And of course, gabay for management. Kasi ito na yung gusto na lang mag-organize. Kailangan i-empower. Kami yung organization na napaka-empowering. Hindi yung laging kami yung boss. Hindi. We lead together. We all raise the ranks together. And activation and retention, when you sold your first to third unit, we call it activation, until your retention sale, yung fourth, it's a milestone for us kasi iba na yung language niyan kasi malamang nagustuhan mo na yung negosyo. So that's our journey na pinapromise namin, hindi ka maboboring and talagang mo-equip ka. So yung challenge namin for our attendees is to earn their first million, di ba, in less than 1 year. No? So marami na kaming candidate as we speak. No? And yung mga candidates na yon, ECQ born yung pag-join nila sa amin. Next page po. Alright, and let me have po, thank you for the privilege. I'll be inviting them if they'll be interested. On August 7, Friday, we'll be having our 24th batch na ng CAPS. And this is the 7th batch online. 24th batch na siya, kasama yung offline, pero yung online, 7th batch na ito. Consistently since, kailan ba? June, July. Parang May pa nag-start. So every 2 weeks kasi we have one run, and habang tumatagal, dumadami yung uma-attend, amazingly. Kasi ang uso sa labas ngayon, tanggalan, sa amin po, tanggapan. Andito yung aming office address, Asiana Power Station, our official Facebook, our website, my email, and my contact number. Should you need further clarifications and if you'd like to join. And of course, last but not least, the next page, i-welcome ko na.
Negosyante.
I-welcome ko na ang mga negosyante. We call each other negosyante kasi talagang kung ahente yung pasok mo, medyo bitin. So we're here to stay. Inaaral namin yung trends. And happily, di ba, I'd like to share, this July, we already exceeded our pre-ECQ sales. Noong January and February, in-average ko, And compared it to our July sales, we exceeded it by 10%, 110%. So lo and behold, no, by God's grace, essential po yung abot kaya homes kasi hindi naman tayo luxury. It just proves na yung talagang bibili na, hindi po naman lahat nawala ng work. So we don't need to worry. Ang laki ng opportunity and we could do it now online. Oo, medyo nakamask kapag nag-tripping, yung van kalahati na lang yung laman. Pero amazingly, we could do it. Itong July, ang highest number of sales namin in one person, 11 houses. No, 11 houses. Kagabi, na summarize yung aming sale, isang agent namin which just attended less than 2 months ago, siguro baka sa 3rd batch or 4th batch ng online caps. Nagbenta na po ng 11 houses ng July. No? At ang pangalawang seller, siya kasi 11 units. Yung pangalawa, 10 units. Yung pangatlo, 7 units. So, yung mga edad nito, 25 more or less. Diba, napakababata. So, ganun lang. I can just imagine 12 months from now, yung na-produce ng aming partnership, yung content namin and training ourselves to be trainers, no, equipping ourselves, no, hindi lang yung agent, pati yung staff. Talagang overwhelming yung opportunity in the niche na napili po namin. Yun po. Thank you so much.
Yes, so, wow. So I think they have reinvented their company with the entry of June. Number one, hindi lang ito mga slogan trainer at slogan president, no? Parang pamilyar, slogan president. Okay, but we have really an in-depth process of discovering, developing salespeople within a real estate marketing organization. Ano masabi mo rito, Bingo?
Ang ganda ng concept nila eh. Kumbaga sinasabi nga kanina ni June, imbes na magbawa sila, nadadagdagan pa yung network nila. And hindi, imbes na tinawag din nilang ahente, ang ganda din ng branding nila, negosyente. So, treat mo ito hindi as an employment, but treat it as a business of yours. And syempre, kapag nagnegosyo ka, ano ba gusto mo? Ang gusto mo pag nagnegosyo ka, palaguin yung negosyo mo, mag-expand, kumita. So kapag ang treatment mo sa isang bagay is negosyo, mas bibigyan mo ng puso yan. Kasi sarili mo yan eh. Sarili mong negosyo yan. Pag ang treatment mo is entrepreneurial, doon sa kung ano yung pinagkakakitaan mo, mas maganda yung magiging positive outcome rather than employment. Kaya ang ganda ng type ni June sa kanila because of this, lalo pa, marami silang natutulungan ng mga Filipino.
Okay. May isa lang ako Miss Universe question, no? Kasi I think we had a full presentation and full insightful discussion of the BSHOMES portion. And then with June GARING, School of Professional Selling as their partner. Pero during the most challenging part of our nation now, during the quarantine, what were the contingency measures that you did? Siyempre, ang dami nga, no? So kayo nang bahala mag-segment. Pero what was the holistic approach that you did and then that came out with your 10% productivity overboard? Ibig sabihin, mula sa quota nyo, nakaproduce kayo ng 10% more during the quarantine. Well, let this be a model activity for all those listening out there. We'll start muna with June.
So, thank you, Rolly. So, basically, ang program ko, lagi kong sinasabi, it's too basic to ignore, but it will challenge even the most experienced sales professional. So yun lagi ang hashtag ko sa mga program ko. Very basic talaga. Any trainer, they follow a certain structure, di ba? Yung KASH. K-A-S-H. Di ba? So very important na tatlo lang naman talaga yung skills na dapat matutuhan ng mga nasa real estate organization. So number 1 is professional selling. Pag magaling ka na magbenta, duplication, professional recruiting, and then multiplication, professional training. So those are the 3. So anong application ng KASH? So basically sa case, sa knowledge, dito ko ini-inject yung kay Dr. Rocano. You have to know your client, the Filipino. Di ba? Di ba? Why do people behave the way they do and not otherwise? So since selling is a social encounter, ano ba yung tatlong social characteristics ng Pinoy? Alam na natin yan. We're very sensitive, we're very personalistic, we're very familistic. Di ba? So given this as a client, i-adjust mo yung mga phraseology mo, yung mga skills, para nakatugma ka. And then after the knowledge, we go to the attitude, which is the mindset. Tatlo lang nilalagay ko lang dyan. Yung the profession called selling, yung characteristics ng mga magagaling, at saka the most important thing, yung how to handle failure and rejection. Kasi everybody wants to be successful, ang kalaban mo, rejection or failure. So the key is develop the right attitude para kahit anong failure or rejection, kaya mong i-handle yan. So once they have these two, the knowledge and attitude, technically at behaviorally, may impress ang kliyente. Kasi you will develop confidence. Kahit tanungin ka technically, kaya mong sagutin. Tanungin ka behaviorally, hindi ka na di-depress, hindi ka na kakasimangot. Maganda yung behavior mo. So knowledge, attitude, it makes you confident, yung tiwala. And after the mindset, we go to skill set. So dalawa lang naman yung skills, no? Kahit maganda yung knowledge, attitude mo, nakaupo ka lang, wala kang ginagawa. Di ba? Kailangan marunong ka mag-communicate, communication skills, at saka selling skills. So dito namin talagang binibuild yung communication skills, yung the right phraseology, yung the reflex question, the way you ask questions, and then yung professional selling skills from prospecting to closing. Puro role play yan. Talagang practice, drill, and rehearse until talaga masana yan. So once they have these skills, they become more competent. Kasi skills may kaya, hindi yabang may kayabangan, skillful. And then, to sustain yung habits. So ano yung mga habits? Time planning, goal setting, formula against sales depression, how to organize yourself, di ba? Yun yung habits to sustain. Pagka ikaw kaya ang ending namin, goal setting vision board. May commitment ka. Gusto kong kumita ng 1 million in 1 year, I can guarantee that. Basta they follow the journey, the forms, and the tools. So pag may ambisyon ng tao, sumisigla. So habits gives them enthusiastic. So yung tatlong yun lang ang dinidevelop namin. At the end of the program, they become more confident, may tiwala sa sarili, they become more competent, skillful, and they become more enthusiastic, masigasig, masigla. Kaya ang slogan namin, kapag may tiwala sa sarili, masigla ang damdamin, kahit anong quarterly rate, kakayanin. So ang end result, mahusay. Kung sa Inchik, magaling. Kung sa Japanese, magaring.
Everybody's happy.
Oo, yun basically, very basic. But meron kami talagang curriculum, mga scripted yan, lahat, what to memorize, what to say. It's a combination of all the best practices na nakahalubilo ko na for the past 35 years. Kasi andun ako sa loob Nakita ko na yung tama, nakita ko na yung mali, na-eliminate ko na. So parang na-filtered na yan. So yun ang tinatransfer ko. It's too basic, pero pag nakabisado mo yan, talagang lilipad ang tao. So yun ang pinaka-approach namin. And then of course...
So, hindi nyo tinigil yan during the quarantine?
Hindi, tuloy-tuloy. The more kami, binago lang namin ang terminology into digital marketing. Like we no longer use prospecting. It's connecting. Mag-connect ka. And then number two, capture them. Capture their email, capture. And then cultivate. Balikan ang relationship, kwentuhan. And then closing without tripping. Di ba? Meaning, iko-close mo yung kliyente para makipag-appointment sa'yo na matuto sila sa technology. And then the rest, conversion, which is virtual payment, virtual documentation. It's just a matter of changing the terminology to the present times. Kasi wala nang face-to-face machine to machine na lang.
May mga bagong term na ako magagamit sa training ko, partner.
Kailangan mong kunin si June Garing.
Oo, kinopya ko rin yan kay Mr. Keller, yung The Real Estate Millionaire's Mind. Kasi creation begins with imitation Lahat naman kopya-kopya. Tagalogin mo lang para walang royalties.
Okay. Thank you very much, June. Pero siyempre, meron pa yung magic na handle. At kailangan yun naman ang malaman natin, Ray. During the quarantine, diniretso raw ni June ang kanyang training. Pero sa iyo, as the head of the organization, Ano naman ang masasabi mo that spells the magic of your company producing 10% of productivity more than the objective that you have?
Yes, thanks Sir Rolly. Yes, ang tama, napaka-informative. And yun yung ginawa namin ni Sir John kasi it's just actually sharing what we actually train doon during our cups, yung mga sinishare niya right now. And yun nga, with the content and training the trainers, we are now more ready and confident to face the audience, yung aming target market, yung 5 audiences na I presented kanina. Sa outside world naman, so of course, ayun, sa preparation naman, so yung people, saka content, prepare natin in terms of training. Pero there's more after that. For example, we have already invested naman sa technology. For example, yung Zoom application. No, initially pwede siyang gamitin pero pag pala libre 40 minutes lang. Hindi naman siya sobrang mahal, pero on the onset sinabi namin teka, oo nga hindi naman masyadong mahal pero tama ba na mag-invest na tayo now na or intayin pa natin na tumagal muna to. On the onset we really invested already on the technology and we made sure na may wifi kami kasi we headed home base. Yung agents naman namin, medyo sanay na home base, pero dahil may office kami before, some of our agents rely on our computers and Wi-Fi in the office. So yun yung mga adjustment.
Sorry, 2 minutes break lang ako. Senior CR.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
So we needed to know ano yung kumbaga capacity ng agents namin to actually still do it. And yun ding employees namin, siyempre, we cannot run the agent organization without our back room. So tinignan din namin yung wifi nila, and yung laptops nila, and yung yung mga data nila, etc. And we decided na okay lang na mag-home base. Even the employees, and then tuloy-tuloy. We did not stop operation. May courage yun kasi nung 2 buwan na 90% yung down ng sales, paano mo sasabihin na okay, tuloy-tuloy tayo kasi every other day may naririnig ako na nagsha-shutdown na ang lalaking kumpanya, no, na makilala ko. So sabi ko, anong gagawin namin, Lord? So sabi ko, nagpray ako, Lord, anong gagawin? Pero we made some calculations and then sabi namin, and of course, we also hear people. Yun nga, yung YouTube University nga natin, we learn inspirations from people. How do they see this? And yun nga, sabi, we should survive this 2020 and lahat ng maiiwan na hindi magsasara will actually thrive in 2021. So yun lang. So, and next, after that, we need to reduce our operations cost. Kasi yung opportunity, yung sales is not going up. In fact, it's going down. How do we maintain the certain level of, kung hindi man profitability, yung level lang na kaya naming mag-continue na may renta, may yon. So, what we did, we closed our training office. Kasi sabi namin, teka, tama-tama, nag-end yung contract ng office, hindi kami mape-penalize. So sabi ko, parang okay Lord, ang ganda ng timing. So, we decided to close it, and lo and behold, tama yung decision. Bakit? Successfully, we are running the cups and all the trainings via Zoom. So, we need that. Yun talagang OPEX na, pag sa MOA yung ating office, medyo pricey din. Mahirap, sir, di ba? Yes.
Timing kayo pag-invest na sa Zoom.
Okay.
Magkano lang yung Zoom, di ba, sir? Di ba? Affordable. Ayun. Okay. And then we look, yes, sir. And yung iba doon, we complied with the DOH, yung mga DTI, yung mga DOLE na rules, paano may extend yung payment, and paano po protectionan yung sarili namin. And yun yung mga ginawa namin para we could survive. And then, di ba, kumbaga, blessed lang kasi yung July, sabi ko, this is our measure. If we will be able to do it in July, then we will be able to do it, even after July. So yun yung nangyari.
All right. Sige, so I think you've got a very formidable organization. with the entry of June GARING, and then of course right after the pandemic or while within this quarantine. All right. So that was a great sharing experience, Bingo, no? So, ano masasabi mo?
Nakakatuwa yung partnership nila, partner, no? Kasi yung isa sanay sa digital marketing, yung isa sa traditional selling. They were able to find a way paano magja-jive yung partnership nila. Ang gusto ko sa partnership ni June saka ni Ray, pareha silang may good intention eh. Nakita nila na okay yung ugali ng isa't isa, transparent sila sa isa't isa, nasa isipan nila, hindi ko ano makukuha nila, pero paano sila makakatulong doon sa organization. Very important kasi sa partnership na merong ganong mga elements. Yung mindset nila hindi nagkakalayo. Like si June, iniisip niya, kailangan itong knowledge na meron ako, may impart ko sa isang tao eh. At nakikita niya yun sa partner niya, which is si Ray. Nakikita niya lahat ng knowledge niya pwede ipasa kay Ray. So sa kanya, nagiging mentor din siya at the same time, hindi lang partner. Sa kanya, hindi lang pera yung iniisip niya sa partner siya, may iniisip niya kung paano niya matutulungan yung ibang tao. Imagine, Ray has been paying him 50,000 per training per day. And nakonsensya siya. Which is hindi naman siya dapat makonsensya dahil yun naman talagang fee niya. Pero napapansin niya, laki ng binabayad ni Ray. So naisipan niya, alukin ko na lang ng franchise program para na sa ganun, long term, mas matipid, mas beneficial para sa organization ng BSHOMES. Hindi na inisip, mababawasan yung kita ko. And na-appreciate din naman yung ni Ray, being the president of BSHOMES. So doon talaga nagsimula yung partnership nila. Kasi nakita niya merong good heart yung isa. Pareha sila good-hearted. They love to help a lot of people. Bumili ka na ng bahay sa kanila, the same time, pwede ka pa kumita after mo bumili ng bahay sa kanila.
Yeah.
Ganda part ng segment natin for today.
All right. I think they were able to show kasi, I mean, paano nila nagawa yung mga ganyan? So, yung knowledge ni June, traditional, and then i-implement niya, bata itong mga nandito, nag-adjust siya, and then sabi nga niya, nagbago siya mga terminology. And then in-implement, experiential, kasi kaya they come out with five kinds of salesperson. So, na-identify nila yung targeting market nila.
Yes.
No? And so, presto. And then, hindi sila na-hurdle sa quarantine and pandemic. They continued and then they produced. Diba? So, exacto. It's really live showcase of a partnership.
Even more than their projected output. Na-exceed nila ng more than 10%.
And then, ngayon, alam ko naman, Bingo, you'll be having your own program. And definitely this one, kailangan may kapalit ka, kundi mahihirapan ako dito. And we have chosen a very charming, consistent, and dynamic lady who's been a leader in the marketing industry for the longest time. At introduce na natin siya. I think she's the CEO of My Cartero. Okay, bago yan, digital business yan. And she's also the managing partner of, managing director of Post 10 worldwide. At meron pa siya isang kumpanya na I think siya naman magsasabi because I am not so familiar with that. And then, but ang alam ko sa kanya, this lady has been the past president of the Philippine Marketing Association, which is the professional association of all marketers of the Philippines. So, present na natin, Bingo, no? I'll call her. So, please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, the very dynamic Arlene Padua Martinez.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Bingo. Hi, Rolly. It's nice to be here.
Nice to see you, Arlene. Wow.
Yes. Ang sarap niyo pakinggang dalawa kanina. Nakikinig ako sa inyo. So.
Alam mo, kulang kami ng rehearsal kasi ang dami namin mga problema ngayon pandemic. Pero you know, kasi andyan pa sila sa backstage and then they will join us after this segment of yours. Oh. Okay. But Arlene, please share with us ano yung mga differences ng three companies, no? So that our audience will know what's your handle as a professional.
All right, okay. I actually, when I was listening to sa guest natin, kila June Garing, no, I'm happy because, sa segue ako sila muna. I'm happy kasi they're professionalizing, training sales professionals in the real estate side. Parang, diba, yung insurance agents, they're being professionalized also. In previous years, I used to be a trainer sa Grolier's Encyclopedia. So, na-feel ko si Mr. June Garing, parang ang hirap talaga ng training, diba? So I started from there, and then I suddenly fell into an opportunity to land a job in a multinational company sa logistics. And that's where everything started. No? That was way back, how many years ago? And then na-expose ako sa postal industry because of these people, kasi sila yung may-ari ng Dutch Post, and then eventually they were in partners with Singapore Post, etc. And then that's where I learned all of this stuff na alam ko ngayon. So when I had an opportunity to start my own business, kasi yung isang company, they closed their rep office in the Philippines, I started to develop that. So that is actually Post10 Worldwide. It's a business model that I brought in, copying from Singapore. Diba si June Garing, he copied from Keller. This one I copied from the best, no, from Singapore Post and Sweden Post and the Dutch Post. So I brought the business model here. We do cross-border. I partnered with PhilPost for that. So we're basically selling PhilPost services to this cross-border or postal cross-border groups. Yung mga orders sa Alibaba, going to the different countries worldwide, sa amin dadaan through PhilPost, and then to the rest of the world.
Okay.
And then that's already 10 years. Now, after that, 2 years ago, when I started, 3 years ago, when I started mentoring for Kapatid Mentor Me program, people were coming to me, how can I help them with their export? Now, Post10 kasi is a Clark locator, so hindi ako pwedeng kumuha ng local business. So the suggestions of the legal and the tax, yung mga tax namin consultants and accountants, they said create a new company na lang, Arlene. So when we created the new company, ang thrust ko talaga, I want to bring in the digital aspect. So that was the birth of My Cartero. It's the first self-service shipping platform in the Philippines. So you can just go on digital, you get all the bookings, and then pick up din namin sa'yo, and then we send out. So yun yung difference ng My Cartero and Post10.
All right. So we're back, and then tayong tatlo na, and then iimbitahan natin ang ating mga guests ngayon. So, okay, can we call on Ray and June Garing back on our frame? Alright, so this is our concluding segment. Bago ang lahat, bigyan natin ng chance si June to promote his forthcoming events and the book launching. Available na ba materials?
Okay, so thank you. Thank you, Rolly.
Yes.
Congratulations, Arlene. Mukhang bumata si the late Elvira Manahan.
Siya nga ang pamalit talaga kay Elvira Manahan, kaya kinuha ko siya.
Oo, kaya nga. So sige,
Okay.
I need lang the assistance. Bibilisan ko lang ito. I know time is very
promote mo na, June, para we can have our last takeaway.
So basically, let me share the positive side of COVID. Kasi yung mga libro ko, mga 1997, 2004, 2010. So basically, nagkaroon ako ng opportunity sa COVID to convert it to digital, meaning e-book. So those 4 books, yung Filipino Art of Breakthrough Selling, Tagalog edition, and then yung English edition, and then yung pangalawa, yung Buyer-Based Selling, at saka yung pangatlo, yung NLP. Yung effective selling by reading your buyer's eyes. So, na-convert ko na, natapos ko na yung first, and it will be available by August. August na nga pala ngayon. That's why ang recipient niya, si Rolly. Sabi ko, Rolly, pwede mo nang ipiraffle yung 10 kopya ng e-books.
We will raffle it next month. The next episode.
But I will give it to you, and then, after the book, siyempre, ko-convert ko na rin yung aking dating face-to-face training to webinar training. So, i-resume ko yung masterclass para at saka yung 6 lang naman yung course ko, yung Filipino Breakthrough Selling, Filipino Closing, Strategic Account Management, Negotiation Skills, Gabay, Strategic Sales Supervision, at saka yung Trainers Training. So ito yung pinaka-core na best-selling program ko na i-share ko, gagawin kong masterclass para more or less pag kinuha ko na ni Lord, pwede na lang magamit yan.
Ano ba yan?
Matagal pa yun.
So let's face it, di ba? Talagang andyan na yan, nasa Book of Revelation na, so I'm revealing myself. As the situation is concerned. So yun lang. So later on siguro, I'll send to you the material as we continue our partnership para more or less we can help together. Lalo na ako, I can help you in terms of soliciting support or ads for my client sa real estate and other industry. So basically, ganun lang. So let's train a lot of Filipino, maraming jobless. That's the best way to sell the Philippine properties to the world. Di ba? Yun na lang ating inventory. But mamili tayo. Let's just sell the best Philippine products to the world and let's render the Filipino excellent service. Na talagang, pag sinabing Filipino service, talagang world-class service excellence.
Okay.
So yun lang.
Yes. Thank you, June. And then, ang promise ko sa iyo, Two for the Road and JG School of Professional Selling will be partners. So, kahit di natin na ipakita materials ngayon, we will show them starting next week. Okay, nagkaroon lang tayo ng konti mga glitches for today. And then, this last episode is really meant for the final takeaways of all our guests right now, including Arlene. So, you shall now give your final message to our audience, and then whether about the pandemic, about the quarantine, about your business, or anything about us that will serve as a guideline, advice, or tips to our viewing audience. So let's start with Ray.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the privilege again to Two for the Road. And cheers and welcome po si Miss Arlene. Thank you, sir. Right. Sa akin, yung how to choose a partner, ito yung naisip ko kanina na parting. Although it may sound na parang generic, pero I believe it's a good reminder sa mga nagninegosyo. Number one, it's supposedly or dapat complementary yung skills and experience. Kasi si Sir John is the traditional selling. Kami naman yung digital selling. So we complemented and then we had good results. Pangalawa, same yung values. Kasi ang battle cry namin is to let the Filipinos, more Filipinos know about the profession called selling. Yung selling hindi sa basta-basta na ahente ka lang. In fact, in our case, negosyante. And we're almost inventing nga yung sinasabi ni Sir Jun na BSS, the Bachelor of Science in Selling. Yun yung equivalent namin. That's the CAPS and the FABS program of BSHOMES. Number three, it's the partnership should be good, of course, for both partners. So in my case, good yon kasi kailangan namin ng content and trainer. In his case, kailangan ma-showcase yung kanyang material. So kami yung platform for June Garing School. And number four, it's good for the customers and stakeholders kasi kung wala namang kwenta yung partnership na mapoproduce namin doon sa audience, which are the first-time home buyers, wala din. And finally, can I quote lang a Bible verse? Kasi I believe this is, yung pag-negosyo is really about skills building. Sabi nga ni Sir John kanina, knowledge. No? And yung partnership is also a skill. Kasi si Miss Erlene kanina, grabe, sobrang diverse yung kanya experience. And it will become a skill. It's learnable. From Proverbs 20 to 29, sabi niya, do you see a man skillful in his work? He will stand before kings and he will not stand before obscure men. So, yun daw, yun naman yung magandang motivation for us if we keep on growing as a person and as a business, mas marami tayong magbe-bless and eventually, who knows, we will serve the king. Yun lang po. Thank you so much.
Maraming salamat, Ray. Para sa akin, alam mo, I'm amazed with you. Lagi kang nakaka-amaze sa akin. Kahit na hindi ka extrovert, ha? Kasi alam mo ko, I always admire people extrovert kasi extrovert ako. Pero I think Ray nailed it, no? Pagdating sa real estate. He talks sense and then Alam niya talaga yung ginagawa niya, and then sinishare pa niya sa ating mga baby boomer, June.
Parang hindi lang 10 years of experience no? Parang more than 10 years.
More pa. Yeah. Okay, let's hear it out now from June Garing. What's your final takeaway to our audience?
Sige, susundan ko na rin yung sinabi ni King Solomon.
Okay.
Sabi niya di ba? Do not give me fame or money to manage the million Jews, di ba? So kailangan marunong, knowledge, understanding, matalino, at saka yung ginagawa natin, magaling o magaring. So bakit tayo magsusurvive? Let me just quote again, Dr. Hocano, my partner for the past 30 years, na kinuha na ni Lord 8 years ago. Sabi niya, Dr. Hocano, bigyan mo naman ako ng definition ng Filipino sales champion. So tutulain ko lang. Sabi niya, a Filipino sales champion is like the mythological bamboo who sways valiantly with the winds of misfortune, only to rise unscathed when the tempest is over, to meet again the warmth of the morning sun. Sabi ko, Dr. Hocano, English yan eh. Sabi niyo, pag English will stimulate the mind. Pakitagalog para it will touch the heart. Naku, tinagalog niya. Sabi niya, ang Pilipino ay may hahalin tulad mo sa kanyang pinanggalingang maalamat na puno ng kawayan, na magiting na humahapay dahil sa bukso ng kalikasan. Ngunit bumabangon muli at tumatayo upang harapin ang maaliwalas na bukang liwayway. So, ang parting words niya, mas lalong hindi naintindihan, ano? Mas malalim.
Hindi, maganda nga, resiliency. Okay.
And then, ang last message niya sa akin, bago siya kinuha ni Lord, sabi niya, June, alam ko yung tinuturo mo is power. Baka magamit sa masama. Kailangan masama sa magamit sa maganda. So ito yung last message niya. Sa lahat ng seminar mo, pakisabi naman itong aking latest slogan. Sabi niya, ang talino, yan ay biyaya ng Panginoon, magpasalamat ka, attitude of gratitude. Ang yaman at karangalan, yan ay bigay ng tao at lipunan, magpakumbaba ka, be humble. Pero alam mo, ang yabang, yan ay ginawa ng sarili, mag-ingat ka, tinanggal ko na lang, tarantado ka. So yun, tinanggal ko na lang yung last. But that's the message, we are called salesperson, pag wala kang sales, person ka na lang. At pag hindi ka i-close namin yung kumpanya kasi lugi na kami sa training, lugi na kami sa OPEX, lahat-lahat. So thank you and congratulations to the partnership.
Maraming salamat, June.
Ganda.
Papanoorin ko na ulit itong episode na ito. Memorizing ko yan. Nako, maraming salamat dyan. Arlina, ikaw nakasunod. Nako, ang tall order Ano ang iyong giveaway? Take away sa ating mga tao?
Ako, listening from all the stories of Ray and June, makikita nyo mga kapatid, yung mga listeners, that it is important for everyone, be it in business, entrepreneur ba kayo, sales ba kayo, or whatever, nagtatrabaho kayo. You always have to ensure that you innovate. This is very particularly taught in marketing and business school. You keep on innovating, dapat grow kayo ng grow, and you change with time and you grow together with time. Bakit? Kasi pag nakilimutan yung mag-innovate, magdi-disintegrate kayo, mawawala kayo. So, napaka-importante po nun that wag niyong sabihin na ito yung aking natutunan, diba? Ito na yung dati ko pa. Just like Mr. June Garing, he innovated himself from being a brick and mortar, doing training face-to-face, naging webinar na siya. So, mas marami siyang marireach. Actually, hindi lang 100, pwede pang maging 1,000. So, keep on innovating, keep on moving forward. And sabi ni Ray and June Garing, they took something from the Bible, and ganun din ako. I will just remind everybody, just always focus. In this pandemic time, there are so many challenges, there are so many problems. We're facing a lot of things. A lot of entrepreneurs closed down, a lot of jobs, they lost jobs, diba? But we just have to keep our eyes on Jesus and glimpse lang doon sa problema. move forward, innovate, and always remember that you can do all things through Christ who gives you the strength. Yan.
All right. Maraming salamat, Arlene. You will be an inspiration to this show, and then we welcome you formally
Thank
to
you.
For the Road.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so bingo! Patapos na naman tayo. So,
Yes,
bago ang
okay.
lahat, can you give your final takeaway to the audience? Final words mo.
Yes, as I always say from the previous shows of partner, in any relationship, there's no such thing as a perfect relationship, only perfect intentions. So for those of you who would like to partner with an organization or with someone, your intention should be good, should be a good one.
So, very good. Okay. So, una sa lahat, gusto ko magpasalamat sa ating mga guests kay Ray, kay June, at kay Arlene ngayon, no? Kasi she'll be with us. Siguro next week, we shall have to define first kung anong date tayo magsisimula. At you made this episode very interesting and para sa akin fulfilling kasi shocking and then amazing ang mga sinabi ni Ray at ni June. Pero bingo, we shall address our audience now. Sabi ka natin, things happen on a tipping point, but parties will have a deciding moment on who to partner with.
And business challenges will be met easily with success if you embrace being
Two for the road. Okay.